Imagine a world where every seed planted knows exactly where it needs to go, where water and nutrients are delivered in perfect amounts, exactly when and where they're needed. This isn't science fiction. It's happening right now on farms across the globe. Welcome to the revolution of precision farming. It's changing everything we thought we knew about agriculture, and it's happening faster than you might think. Let's dive into what precision farming really means. At its core, it's about using technology to make farming smarter, more efficient, and more sustainable. But how does it work in practice? Picture this. A farmer sits in his office looking at a computer screen, but he's not checking emails or browsing the web. He's analyzing detailed maps of his fields, packed with data on soil conditions, crop health, and weather patterns. This isn't just any map, it's a digital twin of his farm, updated in real time. With this information at his fingertips, he can make decisions that would have been impossible just a few years ago. He knows exactly which parts of his field need more water, which areas might be at risk for pests, and where he needs to adjust his fertilizer use. But the real magic happens when he steps out into the field. His tractor isn't just a piece of heavy machinery anymore, it's a high-tech command center on wheels. Equipped with GPS guidance systems, it can drive itself with centimeter-level accuracy. This means no more overlapping or missed spots when planting, spraying, or harvesting. Attached to the tractor is a planter that's just as smart. As it moves across the field, it automatically adjusts the depth and spacing of seeds based on soil conditions. In areas with better soil, it might plant seeds closer together. In poorer soil, it spaces them out more. This optimizes the use of land and resources, boosting yields significantly. But precision farming isn't just about fancy tractors. Drones have become a farmer's eye in the sky. They fly over fields, capturing high-resolution images and data. These aren't your average vacation photos. They use special cameras that can detect plant health, pest infestations, and water stress before they're visible to the human eye. This early warning system allows farmers to address problems before they become serious. Instead of spraying an entire field with pesticides, they can target just the affected areas. This not only saves money, but also reduces the environmental impact of farming. Speaking of the environment, precision farming is making huge strides in conservation. By applying water and fertilizer only where and when they're needed, farmers are reducing runoff and protecting nearby water sources. Some precision irrigation systems can cut water use by up to 40% while maintaining or even improving crop yields. But it's not just about water. Precision farming is also helping to fight climate change. By optimizing fertilizer use, it's reducing the amount of nitrous oxide, a potent greenhouse gas, released into the atmosphere. And by improving yields on existing farmland, it's reducing the pressure to clear more land for agriculture. Now let's talk about the tech behind this revolution. One of the key players is something called variable rate technology, or VRT. This allows farmers to vary the rate of inputs like seeds, fertilizers, and pesticides across a field. It's like having a super smart sprinkler system that knows exactly how much water each plant needs. VRT works hand in hand with another important tool, soil mapping. Using sensors and GPS, farmers can create detailed maps of their soil's properties. These maps show things like nutrient levels, pH, and water holding capacity. With this information, farmers can create what's called management zones within their fields. Each zone gets treated differently based on its unique needs. But how do farmers know what each zone needs? That's where another piece of the puzzle comes in: yield monitoring. Modern harvesters are equipped with sensors that measure crop yield as they move across the field. This data is then used to create yield maps, showing which areas of the field are performing well and which need improvement. All this data would be overwhelming without the right tools to analyze it. That's where farm management software comes in. These powerful programs take all the data from soil maps, yield monitors, weather stations, and more, and turn it into actionable insights. They can even use artificial intelligence to predict future crop performance and suggest optimal planting strategies. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but isn't it expensive? It's true that the initial investment can be significant. A fully equipped precision farming setup can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. But here's the thing. For many farmers, the return on investment is quick and substantial. Take the case of John, a corn farmer in Iowa. He invested in precision farming technology 3 years ago. In the first year alone, he saw his yields increase by 15%, while his input costs dropped by 10%. By the third year, he had fully recouped his investment and was seeing higher profits than ever before. But precision farming isn't just benefiting large-scale operations. Smaller farms are getting in on the action too. There are now affordable sensor systems that can be installed in fields to monitor soil moisture and nutrient levels. This data is sent directly to a farmer's smartphone, allowing them to make informed decisions without breaking the bank. The impact of precision farming goes beyond individual farms. It's helping to address one of the biggest challenges of our time, feeding a growing global population. By 2050, we'll need to produce 70% more food than we do today. Precision farming could be the key to meeting this demand without destroying our planet in the process. But like any revolution, precision farming comes with challenges. One of the biggest is the need for reliable internet connectivity in rural areas. Without it, many of these technologies simply won't work. There's also a learning curve. Farmers need to become data analysts as well as growers, interpreting complex information to make decisions. Then there's the issue of data ownership and privacy. Who owns the data collected on farms? How can it be used? These are questions that the industry is still grappling with. Some farmers worry about their data being used by big companies to gain an unfair advantage in the market. Despite these challenges, the momentum behind precision farming is unstoppable. It's not just changing how we grow food, it's changing our entire relationship with agriculture. Farming is becoming a high-tech profession, attracting a new generation of tech-savvy individuals to the field. One area where precision farming is making a big impact is in livestock management. Smart ear tags can track an animal's location, health, and even its feeding habits. This allows farmers to quickly identify and treat sick animals, optimize breeding programs, and improve overall herd health. In the crop world, precision farming is enabling a practice known as prescription planting. This involves creating a detailed planting plan for each field, specifying which seed varieties should be planted where, at what depth, and at what spacing. It's like having a custom blueprint for each field designed to maximize yield and minimize waste. Another exciting development is the use of robotics in agriculture. Autonomous robots are being developed that can plant seeds, remove weeds, and even harvest crops. These robots can work 24/7, aren't affected by labor shortages, and can perform tasks with incredible precision. Precision farming is also opening up new possibilities for sustainable agriculture. By minimizing the use of water, fertilizers, and pesticides, it's reducing agriculture's environmental footprint. Some farmers are even using precision techniques to implement regenerative farming practices, which aim to improve soil health and sequester carbon. The future of precision farming looks even more exciting. Researchers are working on developing smart plants that can communicate their needs directly to farmers. Imagine a wheat plant that could tell you when it needs water or nutrients. It sounds like science fiction, but it could soon be reality. As precision farming continues to evolve, it's likely to become more accessible and more powerful. Cloud computing and machine learning will allow for even more sophisticated analysis and prediction. And as more farmers adopt these technologies, we'll see a network effect, with each farm contributing data that helps improve the system for everyone. As we stand on the brink of this agricultural revolution, one question looms large: what's next? Some experts predict that the farms of the future will be fully autonomous, with robots planting, tending, and harvesting crops with minimal human intervention. Others envision a world where crops are genetically engineered to work in perfect harmony with precision farming techniques. But perhaps the most intriguing possibility is the integration of precision farming with vertical farming and lab-grown meat. Could we be looking at a future where